Hello, today I am going to be walking through how to make scones. The first thing that I did was get my package of Rhodes dough out of the freezer. I am going to be making 8 scones, so I got 8 dough balls out and set them on a plate. I then spread them out on the plate so they wouldn't form together. Then I got some saran wrap out and I sprayed the top of the saran wrap with some nonstick spray. Okay, I have let my dough rise for almost 12 hours today, just while I was at work, but you just need to let them rise until they are thawed out and squishy. Now I am going to get out a pan or a pot to boil them in and some oil. Okay, now we are ready to stretch, so I'm just going to grab a piece and start by using my fingers and twisting it and pulling it out. Then once it's pretty evenly spread out, you're just going to set it on a plate to set aside while you stretch out the other ones. Now that you have them all stretched, you're going to fill your pan up with oil. You just want it full enough that you'll be able to cover your dough, and then a little bit more. And then I'm going to turn it medium-high heat and let it heat up. You will know your oil is nice and hot and ready when you sprinkle some water in it and it starts to bubble and pop. Now that your oil is ready, you are going to take your scone dough and gently drop it in. I'm going to do 2 at a time. You just don't want them to overlap. That should be good. You are going to let them sit until the bottom gets golden brown, and then use some tongs to flip them over. Okay, I can see that the bottom is nice and golden, so I'm going to take the tongs and flip them over and let them cook for just a few more minutes on that side. Okay, after checking this other side, it looks like it is about done, so I'm going to get it out of the oil, let it drip for a little bit, and set it on a plate. If you want, you can set it on some paper towels so the paper towels soak up the grease. I am going to do that here in just a minute when I put the other couple pieces of my dough in. You just repeat this process until all of your scones are cooked. When the scones are finished cooking, it is time to top them. I normally like to top them in the honey butter that you can buy in the containers at the store, but I do not have any. So another great topping that I like to do is to get some butter and spread it on top and then sprinkle it with sugar. And there you have it, a scone with some butter and sugar on top. You can also top these off with, like I mentioned before, the honey butter that you buy in the containers. You can put homemade jam on it or store-bought jam, anything you'd like. We in my family like to use the scones for Navajo tacos for dinner, but I also love scones as a dessert. Thank you so much for joining in.